Hello, folks. Hello. Happy Sunday. Seed. I'll explain that later. All right. How you guys doing? I am doing well. Haven't done much off camera. Pressure's on. I've slowed down the clock to as slow as it can get because I have to get all this done this month. Wait, where's my truck? Where am I? Here I am. Hey, Biggles. Hi, Montana Kitty. So I did some work on the fields. I made a couple of fixes. Basically what I did was I ran straight edges on all the fields. I went around and fixed them all so I had perfectly, I want to say square fields, but not really square, just no jagged edges, I guess. And the reason for that is that the workers get a little confused if it's not like an ideal rectangular, but also the GPS steering assist is it doesn't work well. It's a little bit off. So I fixed it. I did go ahead and run the ridger on the carrot field. I got that done. And now we're just going to plug away at this for a little bit. I'm going to see about selling some of those grass bales. I did, I forget what I did on or off camera. I did get the third wind vane. I'm going to try to get a fourth one. That's kind of the goal, is to have 4 of those. I need that guaranteed money during the winter. There we go. Now steering assist works perfectly because the rows that it creates with the tool. Oops, I guess I forgot. I should have started it. Yeah, the rows are perfectly lined up with the rows on the actual field. I don't know if that made sense. Gonna have to come back and get that. Forgot. Had an incomplete row. And we're slowly making money. It's not crazy money by any means, but it's keeping us going. This is working a lot better now. I did pick up a mod somebody recommended. It's a hand harvester for root crops, and it is it's basically a pickup truck with a couple of people that are in it. When you say, operating mode, the 2 people jump out, one on each side, and they start picking stuff off the ground and throwing them into the pickup. There's no actual animation, it just shows the people standing there. Kind of cool in a way, but I did not. It feels cheaty. It does. I think it's like 8 rows at a time, and it basically pops out pallets. So I just decided, you know what? I think I'm gonna pass. I think we're gonna go with this little thing. until we can afford to get that the bigger harvester, which is going to be a ways off still. So the thing is, and here's the catch really, this is the reason I want to get the wind vane thing, the wind generator up and running, is we're going to have several months here where nothing's going to be happening except for the greenhouses and the sheep. And the fields are all going to be dormant. That's a little concerning, a little bit. That just means we're just going to run through the months quickly. We'll do the chores we need to do and then move ahead. Chores we need to do, move ahead. Oops. Try not to run into this. There we go. This isn't super fast, but I kind of got it dialed in now. It's working well. I'm looking forward to seeing if after I fix the next field over, I fixed it as well, the red beet. I'm looking forward to seeing if the workers are going to like it more. So I finished recording tomorrow's Sri Lanka episode. I did that this morning. And we most definitely will be going live tomorrow night on Sri Lanka. Looking forward to that. Kind of feel like I missed out a little bit on that series last week with no live. I have tomorrow off. Tomorrow's a holiday here where I live. So we might be doing... I'm going to try to get more recording done ahead of time. I did get... I don't know if I mentioned it on this series. I know that some people don't only listen to certain series or watch certain series and not others. I did see the doctor this week about my knee. Looks like I will be having surgery sometime in July or August. At which point I will be 6 weeks on my back. I won't be able to move around much, so I'm a little wondering how I'm gonna deal with the channel, I guess, during that period of time. I'm very tempted to record ahead of time. I may be doing a special, maybe just doing a special series or something to which aren't going to be very promoting for comments and responding to comments in time, but I mean, I will still respond in time. I just won't be able to take action on suggestions from people. Oops. Where did I stop it? Oh, because it's full. Okay. Either that or I figure out some way to rig up my desk and office space so that I can rest with my knee in the right position. I'm already gonna go stir crazy. I'm not one to sit still for very long. My work will be challenging too, but I have a laptop. Hey 3 Klaus Gaming, how's it going? I'm very tempted, and I don't know if it would work well. I'd have to find out. I was chatting with one of my coworkers yesterday. Sorry, Friday. Losing track of time here. Yeah, I was chatting with one of my coworkers regarding VR headsets, the Meta 3, and him and his wife each have one, and they do this gaming stuff together, kinda together, but in VR. And so I was asking him a pile of questions about, I guess I was thinking, how could it work with Farming Simulator 25? I know there's a VR version of Farm Sim, but I'm wondering if there's a way that I can buy one of those, and then if I'm in bed for 6 weeks, then I can somehow, with a laptop, record and publish right from bed. At the same time, be able to watch movies and stuff like that. Very interesting technology. Takes immersion to a whole different level. The Farm Sim 25 could be run with a remote desktop connection, maybe. I'll have to see. I don't know. I'm a tech nerd, right? That's what I do for a living, so I love trying to engineer out some cool or interesting solutions. Oops, I guess I should empty these. Okay, let's get another load of this. Oops. Let's get another load of this done. And we'll take another little break. And I think what I'll do is see about selling some of those grass bales. Although they're worth like, what are they? They're like 150 bucks each. Really not a lot of money. Okay, line it up. Get that fired up. Yeah, so I'm kind of happy I got this system down. Working very well right now. It'll be way better when I can get that bigger harvester. A GPS assist is absolute gold for this. Lets me stay perfectly on the row to pick up. Oh, thanks, Montana Kitty. I'll figure something out. We'll have some channel content, even if it's a bit of a slowdown. We'll do something. I could potentially move my keyboard, mouse, all of that stuff, monitor, everything into the bedroom. I've got a spare bedroom. If I have to be on my butt all the time, then maybe I will be staying in that room. Just so that it just makes it easier. Especially considering that other bedroom is right next to my office space. And if I'm gonna be try to move around, then it won't be far for me to go. So maybe the other bedroom is way at the other end of the hall. Hey Taco, how's it going, man? Still working on my parsnips. I did get the grass field squared up properly. Just finished the Zazie episode. Yeah. That was cool. I'm trying to figure out how I'm going to end that series and when I'm going to end it. It's a little perturbed. Nodenthal is going to be... Oh, you left a few tips? Good, thank you. Maybe you left me where to find the last collectible. There's one missing. I can't find it anywhere. I've run around the whole map trying to find it. I'm assuming there's one sneak one somewhere in the woods somewhere or something. I don't know. Okay, one more. I just have one more collectible missing. Production. Yeah, my production seems off, doesn't it? Somebody else pointed out in the comments regarding all of a sudden I had more money. It's because I had set the pig food to auto sell. So that's where the money came from. I won't be using that pig food. I'll just leave it on auto sell. I made some adjustments off camera. The peppers, let's see, the peppers, the spring onions, and the garlic have all switched to storing, so I can go sell them at the store. Ooh, I seem to be going off a little bit here. There's something else that happened, which didn't show up on the it didn't show up on the recording. Afterwards, I was in there just tidying up some stuff and delivering water to the greenhouses and all that kind of those chores, and all of a sudden recognized that the greenhouses, the water capacity on them increased dramatically. Like that medium Omatana green open air garden, all of a sudden I think the capacity on water in there is 22 million liters. 22 million. That's insane. And also the horses, the horse pen, the water capacity increased dramatically. I don't know what happened. I'm worried there might be some kind of bug or something. 95%, good enough. All right, that's gonna fill that up. Look at all them parsnips. Do I have a silo near it? Yes, I do. I just put down a new silo. Maybe that's it. Maybe that's the problem. It's a good point. Oh, is that what happened? Oh, that's Almatana's silo? I didn't know that. Okay, maybe that's the problem. I'll probably move it if that's the case. I don't want that interference. I wonder if I put it next to the production, if it would increase the capacities of the production. That'd be interesting to know. All right, so here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to try and use auto load to get bales into the trailer. I want to see if this trailer will do it. And we'll do it the lazy way. I need to modify the trailer here. I would like to try to get to 15,000, well, probably more than 15,000, but where are we? Here we go. Customize. Loading left. Yeah, that's fine. Oops. Okay, let's see if this works. I'm not sure if this trailer will do auto load. Not sure at all. Yeah, looks like it will. Stack some like that. Will it work from this side? Yeah, it will. Okay. Well, it looks like I can get at least 3 in here, maybe 4. Or 6, I should say. Six would be absolutely awesome. No. Okay. So, short and sweet. I can only put 3 at a time. Where's the best price for grass right now? Grass is at Farmer's Market, not the little one. The little one's mine. And that is, let me tag it so I just make sure I get the right place. Why did that not tag? Grass. Farmer's Market. Oh, no, I'm not going there. Not going there. Now I remember where that is. We're going to my little market, I guess. Not the best price, but I'm not driving all the way across the map. It's a crazy drive. It's a one-tile challenge. Everything should be within the one tile, including sell points. That's my theory. That's my logic. $631. Okay, well, that's a few bucks. That's not bad. It's more than I thought. It's $200 a bale. 200. 210 bucks a bale, roughly. All right, we'll work with that. Let me get the rest of these out of here. The grass is going to start slowing down. So I might keep two bales. Just to add a little bit more comfort for the sheeps. And one more. What are we gonna have left after this? We're gonna have 6 left. I think what I'll do is I'll sell one more load after this, and we'll keep 3 bales for the aminals. We'll finish that turnip harvest, and I want to see how a worker is going to do with the red beet fields now that I've got it all squared up properly. There we go. My recording software says I've been recording for 1 hour and 14 minutes, and that's not the case. I'm very curious. Did I go live before I thought I went live? And I should be able to unload these as well, so... You know what I'm gonna do? I just changed my mind. Because that's what I do best. We're gonna keep all these bales. I'm not gonna sell them. Oops. Wrong key. Jumped out. I am going to unload these so I don't have to think about the sheep for a while. Well, I do have to deal with water. Water I'll still have to do. We're just going to stack each feed point with these extra bales. Let's go drop these down here. I'm kind of actually liking that. I was recording Zelanka this morning, and I saw the tons of bales still left. There we go. How's that? Tons of bales still left at the goat pens. Yeah, 27 minutes sounds good. Yeah, okay. Yeah, there's massive amounts of grass bales at the goat pens. I don't think I'm gonna have to deal with the goats for a long time. Those pens don't need water either, so it's like 0 maintenance for a while. All right, and now for the other sheeps. I think we're probably going to get more sheeps at some point. Today's goal is to get that 4th wind vane thing. And then we got to get all of the red beat up before I can move ahead to the next day. And that's a bit of a stressful situation. There we go. That should be good. All right, let's get this trailer switched back, and then we'll get working on the parsnips a bit more. Hopefully finish that, and then we'll start the red beet. Okay. Do I want? No, I don't want to. I don't want to spend. No, not this. Not this. This. There we go. Customize. Yes. I believe I'm still following all the rules and everything for this series, but if you guys catch me doing something that I forgot that I was not allowed to do, please do reach out. Let me know. I know there's mods available for PC that aren't on console. The more I've played on the console, where did I leave off? The more I've played on the console, which I've been doing lately just for fun, the more I start to realize that how much harder it is on console, because certain things you just don't get access to. There just isn't any access to certain tools and quality of life stuff. Like even this harvester right here, console people can't get this. Universal auto load, not available on console. Stock price, not available on console. So many little things. The ability to harvest root crops with a sugar beet harvester that harvests all the root crops. All that stuff. So when you're watching other channels doing this challenge, they've got it a lot harder than me. Well, some of them are on PC, some of them are on console. Console players that I am aware of, and I'm going from memory here and I'm bound to forget somebody, but Rusty Money Gaming is a console player. Zorch himself, the creator of this challenge, is console. Who else? I know the Northern Farm Sim is PC guy. Farmer Mike is a PC guy. Who else is doing this? I forget. I'm drawing a blank now. As a matter of fact, I'm thinking I might actually sell my console, my PS5. I don't really play it much. I'm in a kind of a purge mode now. My wife and I are kind of going through all our stuff going, why do we still have this? Oops, what just happened? What just happened? Okay. We're back. All right. I feel like I've got too much stuff and not enough time to enjoy it all. It's not that it's bad in any way, shape, or form. It's just I have a Nintendo. Ooh, look at the lines. They're kind of screwing up. They're going through on top of the vehicle. That's weird. Eyes are going all buggy. Yeah, I've got a Nintendo Switch. I've got a PS5, and they get like almost no playtime. I play Uno on my Nintendo Switch. That's it. That's all I do with my Switch. it's a simple little card game. My PS5, I've got some games, but like I'm doing something stupid, like I buy the same games on PC as on PS5, so I prefer to play on PC. So yeah, PCs are a lot more expensive. You're right, Andrew. They are much more expensive, especially to get a good one. I mean, you can get a PC for cheap, but performance-wise, a console is going to beat a cheap PC for sure. There are some games on console, though, that are just way better on console. All right, we're down to five and a bit rows. We're almost done here, guys, on this field. I'm just thinking, we're talking about consoles, thinking back of the consoles that I've had. I've had quite a few of them. The very first console I had was ColecoVision. Way back. That's how old I am. Did anyone try a VR version of FS? No, I'm dying to try it. The problem with VR and VR games and headsets and all that kind of stuff is it's hard to evaluate them by, like, you can't just watch a YouTube to see if it's good, because YouTube is not going to give you that 3D effect. The biggest sell point on VR is the immersion level. So Mr. Sealy P did some videos, I think. I don't know how many he did. I know he did at least one or two. He did coverage. He did some coverage, a couple of gameplay videos on VR, but again, it's not fully showing, how awesome it is. Look at my tractor with the lines. That's hilarious. Okay, I want to get this finished. I think this is going to be a full cart, maybe? No, not quite. I'm just dying to get a VR set. I think it's inevitable. I'm gonna pick one up. I feel like I've been spending a lot of money lately. It's hard to justify toys. I did sell one of my canoes yesterday, though. Broke my heart, but I did it. And because of my knee situation, I may not buy another one right away. So maybe I could use some of that money to get the VR set. I suspect when we get to the red beet field, even though I fixed the field up, I suspect that we're going to start with a worker, and I'm going to get fed up and do it with the GPS guided steering. Yeah, so I had a ColecoVision, then I had, I think the next big thing after that was a computer. I got my Commodore 64. And I was so enthralled with that Commodore 64. I started to learn how to do programming, both basic and machine language programming, and enjoyed it. I really enjoyed, basically what I would do is get, oh man, I'm just thinking about how primitive things were. So you just get these magazines. Every month, I would get, it was called Compute's Gazette. And in the magazine was, a whole bunch of articles, whole bunch of advertising, standard magazine stuff. But there would be at least, if I remember correctly, there would be at least 3 programs, basically, but they were program listings, so there'll be the code, basically the code for specific, either a game or a productivity app or something. And the stuff that I loved doing was I would enter in all of that code. I would retype it into the computer, and then I would start playing with it and modifying it. I had so much fun with it that I decided to go into computer programming as a profession, which I did, and started off my IT career as a developer. And I upgraded. Oh, my eyes are going buggy with this. Then I upgraded to Commodore 128. And then I got an Amiga, Commodore Amiga. I was a big Commodore fan. And then eventually I went into PC. In the meantime, I had a Super Nintendo. I had Super Nintendo and a GameCube, Nintendo GameCube, and then a Wii. We had a Wii system, and I got a PS3 and a PS4 and PS5, and then lots of computers in there. So all right, one more load of parsnips, or partial load of parsnips, and then we'll be done. We can get on with the red beet field. Hey guys, if you don't mind hitting the like button, I'd appreciate it. Every little bit helps. I've started playing out in my mind what it would look like to do this farm sim stuff kind of like professionally, I guess, for lack of a better term. To, you know, try to make a job out of it. But man, it takes a lot. It takes a lot to do that. So I would like to keep growing the channel, I guess. I've never been a super motivated YouTuber. Like some people are just go, go, go. And they just, you know, business, business, business. I've always kind of considered myself a guy who's playing and having fun, and whatever happens, happens. But I'm tired of corporate life. I think I'm gonna, at some point, I'm just gonna say, you know, that's it. Retire, or, but it would be nice to have another little bit of income. So growing the channel helps. I do make some money off this channel. I don't know if you guys know that, but I do make some money from the advertising. It's not a lot, but it helps pay, you know, a couple of bills or something. Okay, finally. Let me get this little bit. Okay. Whoops. All right, I'm gonna get this guy started on the worker right away on the red beet. I want to see what the worker's gonna do, and then I gotta have a look and see if the worker can be somewhat productive. Then I'll have a look and see other chores we need to do. We gotta kill some time. I can't move ahead till this is done. All right, worker. Oops, I forgot. forgot to change the worker mode. AI worker. 44 headlands. Jeez. And you can't change this. This bugs me. Work the headlands. Well, given that there's 44. Oh boy. Okay. All right. Well, let's see what happens. Let's go sell these. Yeah, I'm hoping squaring off the field will make it better for the workers, but they do weird stuff. Those guys are weird. Still 5,000 bucks away from getting the fourth wind vane. Okay, that was just 500 bucks. Afraid to go look and see what the worker is doing. Okay, let's pop this over here somewhere, I guess. Need another shed. But I don't want to spend money on sheds. I could mow some of the extra grass. Pick that up and make some bales for sale. That's another way to make some money. I do have a lot of extra grass around the property. Just would like to get this though. Get in there. Terrible pickup. Okay, let's go look at the worker. I want to... Yeah, doing a great job avoiding the whole field. Sweet. I think we're gonna do some hedges. I think we're gonna run some hedges. We'll do some of that. Now I am, just so everybody's clear, I'm not being sneaky or anything. I do have the Paint Anywhere mod. Hey, Hermeglio, I'm doing awesome. How are you doing, my friend? My first console was the Philips VideoPack G7000. I've never heard of that one. That said, I've worked for Philips. I don't know if you guys know that, but I worked for Philips for 10 years. I was a Philips employee. It's a Dutch company. I'm doing the one tile challenge on console. Yeah, attaboy. Okay, what's the worker doing? Guys, help me. Like, how ridiculous of a worker do you have to be to work like this? All right. Guess what? We're going to be doing this steering assist mode. One headland. I don't even want a headland. I don't have a choice. I have to use it. Oh boy. Actually, I don't really have to use it, do I? Right. Oh. Yeah, I guess. If I do this, what's gonna happen? I need to be over one row, so hang on a second. Hang on a second. Start down this side. There we go. That's what I want. And then grab the first three. Okay, so I have to attend to this. I'm thinking maybe I should be running the ridger. I think I will stop this for a second. Let me go get the trailer. I'm gonna put it by the field. And then I will run the ridger. Actually, I have to plow that field too. I'll run the plow. Then I'll run the ridger. Just getting everything ready for the spring. I would like to, if possible, just skip through some of the winter months. So let me pop this over right around the middle here. And get rid of the front loader. And I will load up the plow, and we're going to get this field all plowed out. Oh, perfect spot. Why? I don't know. Which way is this thing pointing? Okay. Now I know a worker's gonna do an okay job with this. All right, pick up where we left off. I was hoping the worker would do this so that I can focus on some other stuff. I'm going to do this a little bit different, I think. I think we'll go down the middle here. We'll pick a lane, any lane. For some reason it seems to be picking up 2 lanes. Not really complaining. I'm gonna fix this little thing here. Okay. My stepdaughter's birthday today. She's celebrating it in bed. She's doing very well, in case anybody's wondering. She's doing very well. She's improving every day. Starting to do more and more on her own. Trying to figure out why my GPS stuff just disappeared. Oh, there it is. I think I'm gonna get the outside here done. I will. Thank you, Hermeglio. She's a very nerdy young lady. She's right now she's playing D&D with her friends. She's in bed with her laptop. Remote D&D. She's been playing with this group for years and years. Let's go down here. I played a lot when I was young. Problem with D&D, honestly, is it's one of those things that gets dropped as adults mature and they stop playing. And I used to love it. And all my friends went off. They got, married and had kids and work and all that kind of stuff. And nobody wanted to play anymore. So didn't really have anybody to play with. I started playing, online RPGs and stuff like that. Computer based. I played a ton of the D&D branded video games on the C64. I read a lot. I used to read quite a bit when I was younger. What's happening with my rose? Nope. Why did it stop? Whoa! What the heck? We're just... Oh, it's full. Oops. There's a 4-row version of that harvester available. Where do I get that? 4 rows would be huge. Oh, look. Hang on a sec. Hang on a second. This is the one. This is the mod that I downloaded. It was recommended to me by. Well, I forget. I forget who recommended this. It's a pickup truck with 2 people sitting in the back, and then when you hit the B key operating mode, they jump out. And they're on each side, and this thing just drives like any other, you know, implement, and picks up all the crops. But then it fills a pallet, and then the pallet comes out the back, but I haven't really figured out how that works. So, but it does like 8 rows at a time. It feels like a little on the cheaty side. There's different versions of it. There's a potato one. But I have, here's the special thing about it. Not only does it do the root crops, but it does the peas and the green beans and spinach as well. This is absolute gold, these 3, because those crops are the only harvesters available for these crops in the game are super expensive. So if you're looking for a mod, I had to go off of Mod Hub to get this. I got it from, I want to say King Mods, or maybe it was another one. But yeah, there's electric versions of those same vehicles, which doesn't really make sense because that doesn't look like an electric vehicle at all. Anyways, if anybody's curious, I don't think I'm going to try it here. Whoa. Oh boy. Okay. I would love a 4-row version of this. That would be beautiful. Beautiful. I might not even buy the big one that I want if I had a 4-row. For this series, anyway. Let me get this piece picked up. Not quite sure why that got left behind. I'm gonna do a couple more loads, and then I think I'll take a break, find some other work to do. I really would like to get to that 15,000 today. That would be, well, I need more than 15,000. Check King Mods for LFA or IFA, Double Chain Brigade Multi-Fruit. It's 4 guys doing 4 rows. Okay, I'll check that out. I love the idea of seeing manual workers in the fields picking and stuff like that. That's beautiful. Even some real life planters actually have people sitting on an implement behind that they're actually helping load stuff. Hey, Psycho Kid. IFA. Okay, I'll have a look. Thank you, Taco. This gathering. Oh, that's 99. That's good enough. I'm doing great. I'm doing great. How are you doing, man? Or woman. I have no idea. Come on, let go. There we go. Oh, I don't see the difference. Oh yeah, okay. Just woke up. What part of the world are you in? Where I am, this time is closer to bedtime than it is to wake time. Virginia, you're on the same time zone as me. You're either a shift worker or a young person that likes to stay up late. All right, I just decided that's the goal for this episode is to get that fourth windmill thing up. And so I gotta keep on these red beets. So 1351. I had a little bit of a Canuck accent there. Wife and I was up late playing FS22 Hobo Hollow. That's a neat map. I like that map. I'd considered it strongly for a series in FS when I was doing FS22 stuff. What part of the state are you from? I am not in the States. I'm in Canada. I am in Ontario in Canada. Eastern time zone, no. It's the same time. I have 1:11 p.m. on Sunday. Come on. All right, where was I? Did I finish a row? I did finish a row, I guess. Got her FS25, but she's playing 22. Yeah, 22 is nice. 22 is a good game. Oops, what just happened? Oh, did I just lose my thing again? This thing is annoying. It jumps off of steering assist. Okay, let's try this again. There we go. Nice to meet you, Psycho Kid. Hey Marcus, how's it going? Yeah, I've been going a little crazy with the lives lately. Well, not crazy. I've just been enjoying it a lot more than I have in the past. Oh yes, of course, you have to be subscribed. It's important. It's not, but thank you. I appreciate it. I'm gonna keep working at it this way here. Come on, 15,000. Papa needs money. I started playing Farming Simulator on FS19. Well, happy birthday, Marcus. It is also my stepdaughter's birthday today. She's in the room next to me. So you have the same birthday. Do I know Rex? Yeah, I know Rex. Rex is a moderator on my channel. Not always here. He's got a lot of stuff going on. Oops, I just went off the rails. Rex is a good dude. Will do. Okay, this is full. It's keeping an eye on the plow there. As soon as that's done, we'll get the ridge work done as well. Feel bad for my stepdaughter. Her name's Krista. I feel bad for her. She's having to celebrate her birthday in bed. A broken ankle, a cast, and screws and plates, and she's a tough cookie though. Okay, I think two more loads. And I should be able to afford that windmill. Two more trailer loads. Oh no, maybe three. Ugh. Used to be taking a while. Thank you, Marcus. She's sleeping a lot. She's had to endure a lot of pain, so she's on some pretty strong pain meds for now. Which makes her very sleepy. But she's got full hotel service here. You're serving her room service every day. So life is good in that way, but after I'm done with the live stream today, I'm gonna be mowing. I got a bunch of mowing I need to do, catch up on. The grass is growing so fast here, it's crazy. Young people heal like Wolverine. We oldies have itches and cramps and pain. Yeah. Yeah, no kidding. When I saw what she had to go through, I was trying to figure out how long it would take me to heal from something like that. I'm as I've gotten older, I get hurt easier, and I take a lot longer to heal. Little things, little stupid things take forever. Did you give her a bell to ring for service? No, we gave her an Alexa device, and so she can summon us anywhere in the house, regardless of where we are, as well as we have outbuildings here. With my wife has a studio, like a craft studio. Okay, this is full. Come on, let go. There we go. So she can summon us from anywhere. And then we have a Facebook chat group between my wife and her and I. That logs all of her scheduled stuff, like her meds and all of that kind of stuff. We're very organized. All right, that plowing is done. Let me get the ridger out, and we'll get working on that. But let's sell some more red beet. Yeah, we're gonna need 2 more loads after this in order to buy that windmill thing. Also, the spare room that where we've got her all set up is right next to my office, so she just has to call me and I can go help her. There we go. Not gonna lie, I kind of like this little farm concept. Everything being close by, especially with this little sell point. I don't have to go anywhere. It's my nice little piece of the world. Now, ideally, I would have be able to pick up stones, but I don't have a stone picker and I can't really afford one. I gotta keep my eyes on the used market though, because I can make some good or get some good benefits from getting stuff on sale, considering we have to be really frugal on this series. $55, so I know itches, cramps, and pains. Yeah, I'm 62. I'm a very immature 62, but I'm a 62. Charles, how's it going? Haven't seen you in a while, buddy. Hope you're doing well. Best with that root crop harvester. Yeah, it's not bad. I mean, it is taking quite a while to get it done, but it's now that I've got it kind of dialed in, took me a while to figure it out and make sure my fields were properly squared. I kind of have it as good as it gets, I guess. Let's get this ridged up while we continue with this work. I'll be 53 at the end of the month. Hey, where did I think you were just a young lad? Where did I leave off? This is very cool. I get to see part of the I get for the channel, I get analytics, and it shows a lot of information about. Oh, where's my? Jeez. I don't know why I have to keep resetting this every time. Come on. Okay. Sorry, what was I saying? Yeah, I get to see analytics. Hey, Jarhead. That shows a lot of info about people that are watching the channel. And that's based on, I believe it's based on only what info people have made available, right? So it doesn't cover all the people, but it shows me age groups, genders. It shows me geographic locations of people's, not by name. Like, it doesn't tell me that, you know, such and such is from a certain place, but it'll show me that majority of, for example, a majority of my viewers are in the US. But the age group thing is kind of interesting for this channel, and I don't know if that's just for my, my channel, or if it's the genre in general. But ultimately, there's a good crowd of people in the adult. I want to say like age 30 to 65. That's where the bulk of the my viewers are, anyways. The vast majority are men, and like dramatically male. YouTube knows how old I am. I think it knows only if you made it available. In your profile, in your Google profile, maybe you've got a birthday in there or something. I honestly don't know where it pulls it from. Nebraska. I like Nebraska. Wait. Yeah, I've been to Nebraska. I'm not a big privacy guy. You ask me whatever, I'll tell you. I don't care. I know some people are very fussy about privacy. They like their stuff to stay private. I have nothing to hide. Okay. I mean, unless there's safety concerns, like I'm not publishing my address, for example, online. Tell you roughly where I'm from. I'm in the UK, would love to visit every state in the US. The US has, well, US and I'm going from what I know. US and Canada have an amazing diversity of environments and cultures and all kinds of stuff. There's tons, endless amounts of beautiful things to see. All right, we're getting there, guys. We're almost there. I want to say I've probably been to at least half of the US states. I've traveled and visited. A lot of it on business earlier in my career, but I've certainly done a lot of vacationing down the East Coast. Spent a lot of time growing up in Cape Cod, Massachusetts, Virginia Beach, and Florida. Those were places we vacationed. I've seen good, well, I want to say a generous serving of the Caribbean. I've done some cruises and also some resort stays down there. Yeah, there's still a lot of places I haven't seen in the US though. I've never been to California. I would love to see California. I would love to see everything up the West Coast. I like oceans, so. Oceans and mountains. Don't question my patterns here. I'm just willy-nilly turning around wherever. I've been to Cuba for my honeymoon. Yeah, Cuba's pretty awesome. All right, is that gonna be another wagon? I think it is. Taco. All right, we're full. And I have to wait for that to sit down properly. I have to, there's like 2 control groups for the rear for some reason. This is really slow to disconnect. I've been to Cuba and I'm Caribbean. I've been to Cuba a couple of times. I've been to Dominican Republic. I have been to Honduras, Belize. Where else? So I'm missing at least one, I think. Still a lot to see down there, though. Tons. Slow grind doing root crops. Yes, it is a slow grind. Hopefully it won't stay that way, but I've kind of committed myself to lots of root crops. I don't think a lot of people will realize the real size of Canada and America. Yeah, well, geographically, Canada, I think, is the second largest country in the world after Russia. The vast majority of Canadians, though, live very close to the U.S. border. There's some exceptions, mostly around in Alberta. It's a bit different. But there's parts of Canada that are, I don't want to say they're not habitable. They're just not great, you know. There's some northern parts of Canada that are pure tundra, no trees whatsoever. Resources for energy are very weak up there. Where in Cuba did you go, Krustoo? I went to Kayakoko twice. Didn't do a lot of visiting, though. Didn't go to the cities. I just basically sat on the resorts and the excursion stuff. Okay, where am I? I'm over here. One more load and we can get that windmill thing. I stayed at Memories Flamenco. Yeah, Guillermo is where the airport is, isn't it? Oh, I lost the thing again. Jeez Louise. Stop. Yeah, Canada's huge. And some of the cities in Canada are huge. Toronto's insane. Yeah. I think a lot of people have misconceptions about Canada. About how, I want to say, modern it is, you know? That it's a little bit north and it's always snow and stuff, and that's just not true. We get scorching summers. We get we thoroughly get all of the seasons. Like we get harsh winters, scorching summers, beautiful springs and falls. Toronto, the core part of Toronto, the main highway that comes through Toronto area, GTA, Greater Toronto Area, as we refer to it. The highway through there is about 16 lanes wide, and it is packed. Traffic is ridiculous. In Canada, you step east on a plane flying west for 8 hours, passing 6 time zones. Yeah, if you go completely east to complete west, yeah, that's pretty close to what you're looking at. And north too, not just east west, south to north is a long trek. You're looking at a map of Cuba and you have a giant split of land. I was like Coco and Guillermo, then Guillermo is to the left of Coco. Yeah. I love Cuba. Absolutely love Cuba. One of the things I really liked about Cuba is that, and this is kind of a side effect of the, what do you call that? The restrictions on U.S. shipped products and stuff like that. One of the things I really like about Cuba is the food there is, what's the word I'm looking for? It's very natural food. Like it's not processed at all. Like everything is right from farms for the most part. Very little imports from other places. So to some people that's a little boring. But I remember eating, I was at resorts, right? So you eat from buffets and you can eat like a pig if you want to. But I remember eating and not feeling that grossness, that, oh man, I don't feel so good kind of feeling. You don't get that. You feel very healthy. Obviously, the foods are limited. The spicing in particular is limited. Not a lot of imported stuff. I don't mind that. I don't mind that at all. We did some swimming with dolphins. We did some great seafood stuff. There we go. All right, turn. Well, that kind of got messed up a little, didn't it? Want to be here. All right, I think we got one more load to do here. One more harvester load, and then we'll be I think we'll be full in the trailer. Wonderful speedboat safari through the mangroves and the boat at the coral reef. Yeah, we did some scuba diving. It's awesome. Absolutely awesome. Went to Honduras, well, Roatan to be specific. That was stunning. Again, this is from a tourist perspective, right? We're not necessarily seeing the real places, right? Just whatever's pleasing to tourists. The streets of Havana are much different than what's on the resort. I'm struggling here. Why am I struggling? There we go. Is that 8 hours in each direction? Yes, it is. Pretty much. You go right up. I mean, Canada reaches right up to the North Pole, right? So if you consider that, then it's definitely very long up there to get up there. It's extremely expensive to get up there as well. It's not cheap to travel that far north. Well, this is moving along. It's getting a little repetitive here, but we're going to take a break. We're going to take a break from the red beets as soon as we're done with that wind turbine. I think the ridging should be finished just around then. I want to say we can't move ahead because else I'm going to lose the rest of this crop, but oh, is that 8 in each direction? The highway, yes. Yeah, sorry, I misunderstood your question, Charles. Yeah, 8 lanes in each direction. And Cletus, eating food there, not dyes and preservatives. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Oh, that trailer's not full. All right, let's go back out and get a bit more. Yeah, all natural, like very natural food, not processed at all. Not. I kind of wish we could eat like that at home. I mean, we can if we want to. We just choose not to, right? Oh. I don't understand why this happens sometimes. Come on, pick up. See, it's like skipping stuff. Why is that happening? Oh, weird. Okay, we're almost done. Almost done. I'm gonna pop up a poll real quick. As soon as I'm done this, I'll do it. I'll do it after I'm done this. Curious about something. I need to, I need to. I would love to know if any of you guys are actively playing World of Warcraft. There's a reason for that. I'm just not just curious. I'm still trying to figure out the other channel. Maybe damage from the weather. Oh, you're asking about why I would lose the crop? Because we're on seasons, and if I don't harvest in November, it'll wither on me. Played it once and hated it. No, it's definitely a specific type of genre. It's not for everyone. I'm wondering if my harvester is getting tired. Maybe that's why it's missing. I know I need repairs on this tractor. Supposed to be another upgrade to that game. Yeah, there's actually constant upgrades. It's a subscription-based service, so they're constantly working on it. Always new content. Some of it better than others. Oops, I went over too far. Ah, what am I doing? I had this down to a fine art. There we go. Okay, we're almost full here. Let's go get a new windmill. Then I'll have the 4, one on each corner of the shed, and be all set. Ebony, that's an interesting game. I think I played that a little bit. Let me pop up a poll here for a second. Oops. It would help if I type properly. Okay, there it goes. There's the poll. Come on, disconnect. There we go. Hey, Victory Jones, how's it going? So those windmill things cost 15,000 each, and they can generate up to 4,000, about 4,000 bucks a month each. So should be pretty good for stable income throughout the winter. I told you about streaming while I'm at work. Well, I told you about working while I'm streaming. How's that? Take that. Ebony got ruined by bots. Yeah. Bots have ruined a lot of games. A lot of games. Alright, here we go. Hey, Redifel. Okay, 15,229. I'm not going to have much money left in my pocket after that, but the good news is I still have some red beets to sell, so I'll be able to pad up the account a little bit. That should be just enough to get us through the next month, and then hopefully those windmills will generate some money for us. Sheep all have a lot of food. Granny's hopefully is not slacking off. Okay, so I want to put this in the same kind of place on the other corner. That will be in generators, and it is this one, 15,000. And I kind of want to put it here, but that's in the way. You know what? I am going to put that in free mode, and we're going to have to shove that thing out of the way. A little bit further out, right about here. There we go. There we go. We got our 4. We got the 4 of them running. Sweet. Yeah, we'll just leave. I gotta paint up the ground a bit, make it look a little bit nicer. Okay, looks like our ridger is almost done. I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take a little break from the stream. No, not from the stream. I'm not going anywhere. Don't worry. I'm gonna take a break doing the parsnips on, or the red beets on the stream. I'll do the rest of that probably off camera. Maybe we'll do more. I don't know. But I want to get water sorted out. I need to make sure everybody's topped up. So I'm gonna go get water trailer, and I need another road somewhere, probably through here. We'll put in another road, I think. Where's the water thing? Here it is. Come on. We're going to do the rounds, make sure the sheep all have water. Those pens don't hold much. I think probably the next thing we'll be working on is another sheep pen expansion. Oh, that hardly took anything. I guess I did a bunch of stuff off camera, and I haven't moved the time much, right? Because I've got everything. I've got the everything on slow mo time. No, they don't even want any. That's how full it is. Nope. But this will take some more. This will take a ton more. So let's have a look at this greenhouse. Oh, I've got the other greenhouse as well. Come, what the heck? Oh, it unloaded. What the heck? What's going on here? Okay, let's start this over. I kind of... It just kept emptying as I moved. Let's look at the greenhouses real quick. So this is the big one. It's getting low on seed and fertilizer, so I'm going to have to save some money up for that. The water's okay, though. So that's good. Foil tunnel, however, has tons of water, so that's fine. And Granny's is almost out of wool, but I don't have much more to give her, so I think she's gonna be slacking off for a while. Granny works too fast. The sheep can't keep up. I'm gonna put one more load of water for the big greenhouse. The open air garden. What we doing for time? That's about 2 hours. I'm probably gonna wrap up soon. Go adult. Go do adult stuff. Taking care of the lawn and stuff like that. I don't want to though. I don't want to. I'm gonna go kicking and screaming. One more, because I just can't quit giving water. So why those seed on the ground? Because I had a pallet of seed and I tried to transfer it to a bucket and then put it in here, and for some reason this greenhouse would not take it from the bucket. Plant some cotton for Granny. Well, the problem with cotton is the harvesters. Oh, I could do cotton in the greenhouses, can't I? Hang on a second. Hang on a second. Not this, but can I do cotton in here? No, there's no cotton here. Nope, unless my eyeballs aren't working. I don't see cotton. Maybe I could find another greenhouse that does cotton. That would be interesting. Okay, I'm finding the disconnect from this tractor is very slow. Are we done with the ridging yet? Looks like we are. Oh, no, we're not. You know why? I ran out of money. I ran out of money. Oh boy. It was almost done. Let's get this done by hand. And then I gotta get working. Yeah, I think we're gonna wrap it up, guys. I gotta go do some other stuff, and then maybe later today I will come back and I will come back and finish up the parsnip so that we can finally move on. I'm looking forward to seeing how much money is going to be generated from those windmills into next month. Okay, that's done. I'm completely broke. Zero monies. Zero monies. Okay. All right, guys. Thanks a lot for dropping in. Hit the like button on the way out if you haven't already, and I'll catch you guys. I'll be live again tomorrow night on Zilanka, and of course with the regular episodes during the week. And look forward to seeing you guys again live. Hope you have a great rest of your day. And those of you in Canada, I hope you have a nice long weekend. Nice Monday off tomorrow. Take care, everyone. Bye-bye.